Well, hello and welcome everybody. Randy Replay. Hold on. Randy Replay. Excuse me, Randy Replay. Back at it again. It's border battle number 2 in this franchise. Against a team we have not seen since week number 1 in the NFL. We play them in almost the opposite side of the schedule, second to last here this afternoon. We have kickoff coming from frozen Lambleau Field, or Lambleau Field, however you want to look at it. I don't want to get fined again. I do apologize. Randy Replay, Minnesota Vikings football, on the air, online, all across the SSN. Border battle number 2 in this franchise, and we got some weekly awards to give out. Taylor Heineke, in his 8-touchdown pass performance, the Washington Commanders quarterback. That's a lot of touchdowns. Devontae Adams, team that we follow on the AFC side, 13 catches, 5 touchdowns, 525 yards. Taron Johnson, we do believe that's who that is. 10 tackles, 2 picks, 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery rather, and then 2 touchdowns. And then Trayvon Diggs gets the NFC Defensive Player of the Week with his 9 tackle and 4 interception performance last week. Oh boy. What up, Penny? What up, dude? 3, 2, 1. So as the playoffs look, however you want to say it, a lot of mistakes here, but that's okay. This is what the NFC looks like. You got number 1 Dallas Cowboys. You got number 2 Los Angeles Rams. Number 7 is the Falcons. 3 is the Bucks. Number 6 is Washington. Your Minnesota Vikings are number 4, and New York Giants are number 5. We're going to see how close that is. And a developing story on the AFC side, in what could be a last week win and you're the number 1 seed scenario. You have the number 1 seed Baltimore Ravens, the number 2 seed Kansas City Chiefs over there going neck and neck. And we'll show you how close that is as well. Number 7 Dolphins, number 3 Bills, number 6 Texans, who obviously have Lamar Jackson traded from Baltimore, so they're sneaking in the back door here, as it were. 4 Tennessee Titans, who are rolling down Broadway right now, having a hell of a last little half of the season, and then the Los Angeles Chargers of Anaheim in that 5th spot. We will take a look at the NFC standings and the AFC standings real quick before kickoff. So here we go. AFC first. The teams are tied, 13-3 all. Depending on what they do this weekend, it could be coming down to the wire here. Both have clinched from their respective divisions, and my heavens, it's gripping over there. Other than that, you got a couple 10-win teams and a couple 9-win teams, and then after that, it kind of falls off. In the NFC, it's a little bit weirder with 2 games separating the number 1 seed and the number 7. 10-5, everybody else 8-7. So, oh boy, it's very, very grippy indeed. Very gripping storylines here this year in the NFL. And the let's see, the Bears on a 9-game slide. We have the Packers here today on a 1-game slide. I do believe it is the Jacksonville Jaguars with an NFL leading 6-loss in a row streak. So they are definitely vying for that top 3 pick. And if the season were to end today, they would indeed have it. We're going to take a look at the injury report like we do for most every game. And then we will get you out to Lambleau Field. And we'll get you ready for Minnesota Vikings football. If you remember, KJ Osborne went down last week with a foot fracture. He will be out until the playoffs if we make it. That is a big if. Everybody from the 2nd to the 7th seed is 8-7. or 8-6. So, oh boy. On the Packers side, we'll see what they're doing. You'll have to forgive the background noise. There is a warming vent right above where the broadcast booth is stationed here in Lambleau Field, and it's picking up on the microphone. I can hear it, and hashtag must be nice. Packers are going at full strength, although they are not having the best season. So here we go. Minnesota Vikings, Green Bay Packers, border battle number 2 for this franchise. Minnesota looking to improve to 9-7. If they win out and the Cowboys lose out, they could be vying for that number 1 seed. Right now, they are the 4th. If they win, they are projected to remain there. And unless a team loses, who knows? It's going to be crazy here in the NFC. But one thing's for certain, Minnesota 1 win away from locking up the NFC North. This has been Randy Replay. Kickoff is next. And welcome in, everybody. Everybody's wearing their cold weather gear. It's January. It is quite nipply out there here in Green Bay, Wisconsin, where the Cheeseheads are out. You got me, Cole Hardman. You got Aaron Rodgers and company playing host to the Minnesota Vikings. Old Glory was waving about 15 minutes ago here as player introductions were happening. The breath of the Minnesota Vikings, leaders of the NFC North, as they hit the field. And moments ago, the Green Bay Packers, the home team, the head cheese, Aaron Rodgers. What is going to happen after this season with him? Who freaking knows? And if you're Randy Replay, who freaking cares? For the Packers, they get after the quarterback. 32 sacks on the year, holding opposing quarterbacks to 51% completion percentage. That is very good. And we have one of the 3 top turnover quarterbacks in the NFL. Despite having a 62% completion percentage and 9 yards per attempt, he does throw a lot of interceptions. We'll get his statistics here momentarily as Minnesota has won the toss. Their defense will be out on the field first. But gosh darn it, what will happen here today? We are going to find out as Greg Joseph right hand in the sky. And see what happens here. Bottom of your screen, you see the Dallas Cowboys have won. And the kick is away. And we are underway here. And it's another touchback for Greg Joseph's season. The Dallas Cowboys have won. The number 1 seed win is number 11 now. And out comes Aaron Rodgers. We can't really control that, but he's had a pretty good season. 3,900 yards, 24 touchdowns, 19 interceptions entering play today. Oh, my heavens. Now, they've added weapons both on offense and defense, trading with a couple teams, the Chiefs and the Ravens. Jair Alexander is gone. We do have to worry about some other players on this defensive side of the ball, but the big guy on the offense, Mecole Hardman, and of course Aaron Jones. Aaron Rodgers will get the ball first. He'll throw it for a 2-yard gain, right side to the aforementioned Jones, and my heavens, we are underway here in Green Bay. Just underway. And it's Rodgers under center, Jones behind him in the single back. Motions a Mecole Hardman. Left to right. Rodgers gets the snap. He's looking, throwing middle. Caught. Big hit. Brian Asamoah on Mecole Hardman. Not jar the ball loose. Of course, that's how Minnesota plays defense. And they'll do it again, 3rd and 2. It's a give to Jones. Jones runs into Dalvin Tomlinson and Danielle Hunter. And Tomlinson will do the patented wave that he normally does. It's a tackle for loss and a turnover, unless if they want to go for it. Send out the punting unit. Aaron Rodgers having a frustrating season. A loss here today would send them to the bottom of the division, pending what the Bears do. And then we get the Bears next week to cap off the 2022-2023 season. As the punts away, Patterson stationed near his own 20. He'll get the ball. He's got blocking. Set up. Gains the edge. Left side. Sheds a tackle. And Cordero Patterson, one of the best punt returns of his season, just happened. And that's where Kirk Cousins will take over. He gets booed as he comes out onto the field. Oh, Nelly. So for Kirk Cousins, 6,700 yards, 51 touchdowns, 50 picks. He is throwing the third most in the NFL entering play today. When you throw a lot, you're going to have that opportunity to get picked a lot. And my heavens, have we been picked a lot? Oh, Nelly. So it's been tough running here for Kirk Cousins, but he'll start this game giving it off to Dalvin for a 2-yard gainer. His week last week, easy, 36 carries, 187 yards and 3 touchdowns. He's got 2,010 yards on the season, and he needs 2 more to get 20 touchdowns on the year. Cousins will start this 2nd and 8 from the gun. The snap is corralled. It's a throw right side, dropped. Cordero Patterson, the intended target. And the Go Pack Go chance already starting here in Lambeau. Cousins from the gun. Snap is corralled. It's a throw. TJ Hawkinson with a catch near the 40. That is well, they'll mark him down. So Kirk Cousins converting the down. Hawkinson with the sword of 1,000 truths. And there you go. The Hawk. Everybody calls him. His first down play will go to Dalvin right side. He'll get about 5 or 6. They'll give him 5. Good job. And I think that's what we're going to start calling him, the Hawk. Sometimes we'll call him the Big Hawk. So Cousins from the gun. Snap is corralled. Throw middle. Caught Hawk. It's the Hawk again down inside the 20. They're going to mark him down right at the 20, actually. And Cousins will remain in the gun. Throw across the middle. Caught Adam Thielen. Down inside the 10 to the 7. Minnesota goes no huddle. They have a quick throw across the middle. And, ooh, you just shed that guy and you're good for the score, but not coming to fruition. Can't stop the Hawk. Yeah, Minnesota Vikings fan line loves the nickname that they have given TJ Hawkinson. I formation for Dalvin Cook. He gets the ball. He'll take it 3 yards up to the 4. And oh my heavens. So Kirk Cousins will remain in the I formation. It's the snap. It's a play action. He's looking. He's going to throw it away, having to outrun a couple of Green Bay Packers linemen. That play never got off the ground, and Go Pack Go chance start again. The good thing is he didn't take a sack. The bad thing, we got to play 3rd down in the red zone. A down that has not been good to the Minnesota Vikings. Dalvin Cook sent out motion wide left as a wide receiver. Cousins gets the snap. It's a quick throw to Dalvin. Dalvin, touchdown Vikings. Touchdown Dalvin, and oh my goodness, is it an attitude adjustment? No, it's the whirly bird. The whirly bird from Nick Minarez, or Jonah Williams rather, to Dalvin Cook, who will score a touchdown here early. Kevin O'Connell likes it. Minnesota's defense holds, and on the back of the Hawk, the TJ Hawkinson variety. Minnesota kick is away. It's good. They go up 7-0. We'll see what the Vikings got planned here. 1st and 10 from the 42. Rodgers snap corral. They're doubling up Danielle Hunter on the line. Throws, and it's picked off. Jeremiah Johnson, what the kids would call a 10% user. Kobe Jeremiah Johnson having to backpedal over the Rodgers route. DJ Wanham was there. He said, I got it, don't worry. And Rodgers with an errant throw. And number 33 picks off. Fact check Randy's work here. I do believe I saw number 33. Number 13, the Lizard, Alan Lazard. He just wasn't. He was looking for the ball. It was just way off course. And Jalen Johnson will get that pick. Excuse me, picks, I mean. Not by Kirk Cousins, but by the other team. Cousins from the gun gets the snap. It's a throw right side. Adam Thielen, his guy tripped. We're going to go back. It looked like he may have been pushed. Minnesota Vikings fan travel very, very well. Check this out right here. Thielen may have pushed that linebacker down. Oh my heavens, what happened? Let's go back real quickly. Adam Thielen, of course. Ooh, it's either a flop job or Adam Thielen maybe grabbed that left leg and tripped him. Oh my heavens, Adam Thielen. Playing a little dirty against the Green Bay. A little Green Bay defense. And he is slow to get up. Oh my heavens. Here this year. And we'll kind of see what he wants to do here. From the gun. Gets the snap. Throws left. Caught JJ. JJ forcing. I think he got that ball over. Kevin O'Connell talking to upstairs. While they do that, we're going to take a look. The butts down here, they're just a half a yard short. Looked like JJ kind of got it behind him. We're gonna, right here, it's across the line. As you can see, it all depends on the spot. They're not going to challenge it, of course. But either way, it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Minnesota in the single back set. They got a triple stack of tight ends to the right side. Dalvin Cook behind Kirk Cousins. Gets the snap. Cook walks into the end zone. And Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown today. 1 through the air, 1 on the ground. 19th rushing touchdown of the season. A franchise high. Going for that 20 mark. He's got 1 more game to do it. He does not get touched in the slightest until he crosses the goal line. So Minnesota needing a statement game. They need a big win. So far, so good. They're up 14-0 pending the kick. Snap spot kick is away. Angles to the right a bit, but it's good. 7:39 left to go. First quarter. Minnesota 14-0. Minnesota press coverage to the outside. Rodgers from the gun. Snap, corral, give to Jones. And a missed tackle. That'll be a touchdown. And he'll do a Fortnite dance. And Aaron Jones will score. Lewis Seen going for the big hit. Bad angle. And Aaron Jones will take it to the house. And this will make it 14-7. Snap, spot, kick is good. Up 7. Threatening deep. Cousins, or Cook up the middle. Cook slips a tackle. Slips another. And then gets down to the 7. They will go no huddle. So they're going to go no huddle here are the Vikings. It's a quick snap. Give us to Cook. Cook down inside the 5 to the 3. And you'll see that sometimes here for the Vikings. They like to go no huddle in the red zone. And there's moving up front. Jonah Williams. Oh, boy. So that'll be Jonah Williams on the false start. Dalvin Cook saying, come on, man. We got some momentum here. Let's not... Sorry, we have to do that legally. Let's get some momentum here. Let's get it in. What are you doing? So now 2nd and goal from the 8. Cousins on the rollout keeper. He goes down. Throws the ball in disgust. And here comes the go pack go chance. It's loud in here. Minnesota needing something here. Kirk Cousins from the gun. Snap is corralled. It's a throw. Caught JJ. Touchdown Vikings and touchdown Justin Jefferson. We get a gritty down in the Cheddar City. Oh, Nelly. And Justin Jefferson burning his man. How many times have we seen this year? Kirk Cousins also throwing it a little bit behind. He has to contort his body, but still Mr. Ford not able to keep up with JJ. And I don't know why you don't put better corner on Justin Jefferson, but Kevin O'Connell likes what he sees. For JJ, another gritty on the season. Now kicking into the wind are the Vikings. It is good. 21-7. And defensive coordinator catching an earful from Matt LaFleur. Guys down and burn the cheese. Make some nachos out of it, however you want to look at it. I formation for the Packers. It is a give to Jones. Jones will not get there, although they're in field goal range. For now, it is 4th and 2. Brian Asamoah, the rookie, getting back there behind the line of scrimmage and making the loss. Carlton Davis there as well. And he did it with one arm with help from Carlton Davis. They are out of field goal range, apparently, and Charlton will be into punt. Taylor Rapp in fake watch formation. And he shanks it off of his foot. Minnesota will get this thing at the 33. Oh, my heavens. So we've seen this before from the Vikings. There is movement across the line. They're not going to get a playoff. They're trying to get him to jump before the half. Not going to work. So at the end of one, before the first quarter, sorry, 21-7, 7 pass plays, 7 rush plays for the Packers. Down conversion, Minnesota goes no huddle late. We've seen this as well. Cousins gets the snap, throws middle, caught Thielen, angles into the end zone, touchdown Thielen, and touchdown Vikings. And we see that from Kirk Cousins so many times this season where he'll let a play go and then he'll call no huddle late and he'll hit the strike across the middle of the field and it's Adam Thielen ranging into the end zone. And another touchdown by the Minnesota Vikings, up 20 points. This to make it 28-7. Snap spot kick is away. Angles to the left, but it's all good. Minnesota can't handle. Rodgers, the give to Jones, who goes down. Asamoah makes up for the give up by getting a tackle for loss of 2. And Brian Asamoah, playing in lieu of Eric Hendricks' injury, he's a rookie. He's doing so good this season. Rodgers from the gun, still in the proverbial zone. Rodgers, snap corralled. Looking, throwing, soft spot in the zone. Big hit and a fumble. It's Lewis Seen. He falls on his own fumble. Romeo Doubs or Mecole Hardman. No, Romeo Doubs will cough it up as we take a look at the sidearm throw. Bam! The guided missile strike. Now, was he down, though? That is the question. Lewis Seen for now. 1 fumble recovery in the game. They might take a look at it. Nope, it is confirmed on the field. A fumble recovery by the Vikings. Cousins under center. It's a rollout. Throwing incomplete, intended for JJ. How many times have we seen him hit that? He just missed it here this time. Oh, my heavens. So Cousins from the gun. Snap is corralled. He's got a man left side. It's JJ deep down the field. Sheds a tackle. JJ still on his feet. They give up. JJ, touchdown. He sits down in the end zone. And oh my heavens, we're just pouring it on. Another gritty and another touchdown. Justin Jefferson. Oh my heavens. So watch this. Gets the catch. Sheds a tackle. The defender, he kind of just makes fun of him. And then he sits down in the end zone, crossing his feet as he lays down. So definite trolling by the Vikings here today, and Randy Replay loves it. Snap spot kick is away, angles to the left, but for all intents and purposes good. It's 35-7 Minnesota up. I'll bring up 2nd and 8. Asamoah will take a play off here. Taylor Rapp will check in. Rodgers from the gun. Snap corralled. Rodgers looking, set up screen. Taylor Rapp, big hit. And another big hit. A jumping Danielle Hunter. What in the world just happened? Oh my heavens. Let's watch Danielle Hunter here. Where is he? Oh, he's in the middle. So Danielle Hunter sees the screen right here, jumps and just puts his knee in the face, bam, of Aaron Jones. I mean, just like a UFC fighter, he uses Taylor Rapp as a springboard and bam, right in the side of the head. Oh my heavens, this is the greatest image I have ever seen. A knee strike to Aaron Jones, using Taylor Rapp as a springboard, much like the Hardys Poetry in motion. Right there. Bam! Right in the side of the head. Oh my heavens, I hope he doesn't get fined for that. Asamoah checks back in. Rogers from the gun. Snap is corralled. Throws left, caught. And it's a touchdown. Aaron Jones. His second touchdown of the game, 35-13. All pending the kick, of course. 35-14, here we go. Ryan Suckup. Snap spot kick is good. Angles to the right. And it's 35-14. Go Pack Go chance will start. This team is very faithful fans here, so oh boy. So there's a kick. Ryan Suckup, very returnable kick for Patterson. These kicks are not going as deep as they would because it's so cold out. The ball gets a little harder. From Wisconsin. So 2nd and 3. Kirk Cousins stomps his left foot. It's JJ off the pesky end around. He will get blocking. JJ does get blocking. Right side. Sheds the tackle and brings it inside the 10 to the 7. And Minnesota can do no wrong here, it seems. As it's another first down play. I mean, you got to be expecting something like that here. I mean, you just gotta. You lose, you ain't gotta. So here we go. I formation is broken up. CJ Ham moving to the left, forming the near formation. It's a run to Dalvin, left side. He will not get much yardage here, rather. And now we try it again from the 5, 2nd and goal. It's a run to Dalvin up the middle. Dalvin sheds a tackle. He'll get up. 2-minute warning. And he gets down to the 2 now. So now down at the 2, Minnesota, what do you do? Haha, that rhymed. I formation. It's a toss. Dalvin does not get the blocking he wants. And it's a timeout taken by the Packers. So they trot out Greg Joseph for an easy field goal. Minnesota kicking with into the wind now. Right to left. Snap spot kick is away. It's good. 38-14 now. Now for the Packtown Raiders. Sing this song, Doodar, Doodar. And here we are. Rogers, shotgun, snap, throw, incomplete. He got hung up on his own guy. They're going to go for it. 4th down. Why the hell not? Nope, they're going to kick the field goal. Javon Holland will be back in field goal. Get ready. Kick is away. Angles in. So it's good. 38-17 now. Suck up. Not sucking it up, and he just barely kicks it through. And it's 38-17. There's the kickoff. Returnable kick for Patterson. Bounces it out. Minnesota, you get the ball back here in 16 seconds. Just be careful with it. Don't turn it over. Do all that good stuff. And get into this halftime with the big lead. There's Dalvin doing just that, and that should just about do it. Kirk Cousins tapping the head of Ezra Cleveland and Jonah Williams, and 3-2-1, that is halftime. But we reached the halfway point, week 17, 38-17. Minnesota will get the ball when we come back. As always, we'll take a look around other games here in the halftime report and show you all that's going on in the league week 17. A big divisional rivalry. The Lions smacked down the Bears. They bit the ankles, putting pressure on the Minnesota Vikings, so the NFC North will come down to the final week of the season. 42-21 your final. No boy. Over in gosh darn Jets up on Seattle. Zach Wilson, the Hunter, a touchdown in that one. And down in Tennessee, we got the Dallas Cowboys routing the Tennessee Titans, extending that number to win to get the 1 seed by one more game. Locking it up. 42-14. Oh boy. And hello and welcome back to the booth. Randy Replay here with your first half of Minnesota Vikings stats, and then we'll get you back out there for the conclusion of this one. 30 minutes left of game time. Minnesota Vikings, Green Bay Packers, border battle number 2. Excuse me, my heavens. Kirk Cousins with a QB rating of 146.7. He was 25 of 32. 311, 4 touchdowns, no picks. You love to see it. Dalvin Cook, 23 carries in this one, 70. Excuse me, my goodness, yards and a touchdown. They must make the pops here in Wisconsin very, very acidic because Randy Replay's, having a burping fit. Holy moly. JJ, 9 catches, 160 and 2 touchdowns. I reported that he had 10. He obviously does not. Adam Thielen, 6 for 58 and a touchdown. Tyler Johnson coming in for the injured KJ Osborne off the bench. 4 catches, 43 yards. You love to see it. Had some drop issues earlier in the season. Nobody? Nobody. Yep. Nobody cares about blocking. Going to go to defense. Look at total tackles. And the tackle leader for this game is Brian Asamoah, the rookie playing for the injured Eric Kendricks. He's got 6. Carlton Davis, Javon Holland with 4. Added 3 tackles for loss in the first half. James Lynch getting his name in this column. DJ Wanham and Brian Asamoah. And no sacks in the first half. Minnesota looking to add on that. 1 pick by Jalen Johnson on the errant throw from Aaron Rodgers. That kind of made funny. Kind of made it funny there. Forced fumbles. We had 1 by Lewis Cine. Recovered by Lewis Cine. He recovered his own fumble, stealing it out of the lap of the lizard, Alan Lazard, I do believe. Romeo Dobbs, fact check, sorry. No block kicks, no safeties, no defensive touchdowns for your Minnesota Vikings first half. For the Vikings, second half, just keep doing what you're doing. Let's get Andrew Anthony Gordon in here. Make it a little bit easier for Cousins. And give him that confidence boost that we all know that he needs right now going into the playoffs. For the Packers, I don't know what you do. You haven't really done anything right this game, apart from the couple touchdowns that you have. Stop JJ maybe, stop Dalvin, then maybe we can talk. Second half Minnesota Vikings football is next. Was right. Gets the snap. Looks right. Looks left. Flushed into Danielle Hunter, who will get another sack. Boof. And he does the little sneeze celebration. So Zadarius Smith barreling down, forced him out to the right. And it's Danielle Hunter. Actually, James Lynch was there as well. And this to make it 38-20. Snap spot kick is away. It is good. So the Packers chipping away at the lead. Minnesota, you walk away here with a field goal attempt. That is okay. You just can't turn the ball over here. Cousins from the gun. Snap corralled. Throws it up for Thielen. Caught. Touchdown Vikings. And Adam Thielen will call his team over. You see that penalty, that celebration a couple times here. And Kirk Cousins, where has this Cousins been all season? Putting it on an absolute dot. Hitting Adam Thielen in stride. He had to initially fully extend, but he brought his hands in, and Matt LaFleur is his job in jeopardy after this season. Holy moly, chicken stromboli. Minnesota up by almost 40. Snap spot kick. 45-20. Angles in, and it's good. With a bear down. Rodgers from the gun gets the snap. Throws, picked. It's a diving theatrical interception. Trayvon Diggs, he does it again. Another diving interception. He's had one every single game, sans one, and he gets another here. He said he loves to do it, and he gets Aaron Rodgers with a pick mile, and that'll send out Greg the Leg Joseph for a 40-yard field goal. Kick is away. It's good. 48-20 now. There's the aforementioned Alex Anthony Gordon, holding, of course, today. Position going into the fourth quarter. And he throws wide open Robert Tonyan in his own defense. I don't know how that happens, but anyway, it is a catch and a touchdown. I mean, you got two guys that are wide open on the right side. I guess you really let him score there, don't you? 48 to 27 pending the kick. Snap spot. It is good. So Minnesota, three score lead rather. According to AWS, it is inches. Ford on the tackle again. He's been around the ball all game. It is a gift to Dalvin. He's not going to get it. Oh my heavens, the fix is in. Not going to get it rather. Kevin O'Connell, you have a decision to make here. What do you do? He's going to leave the offense out there on the 33. So, end of the season. Why the hell not? Trying to get him to jump is Kirk. Not going to work. Snap. Give to CJ Ham. He will get it. So CJ will get the first down. That will be the end of the third quarter. Kevin O'Connell being aggressive here. A fourth down, a rare fourth down conversion. And, oh boy. And they will be bounced from the playoffs because, well, the fix is in and it's scripted. I formation. Watch the fullback play. It is a fullback and he gets in. Wow, I could have told you what happened before it even did. Mason Stoke, or Stock, or Stuckey, or Stokey, however you want to say it, gets in for the Packers, and the fix is in. Minnesota will lose this game and be bounced from the 2022-2023 playoffs. There's a Ryan Suck up for the kick. It is good. Adam Thielen, it looked like. So now Greg Joseph, 53-yarder, wind going left to right. Just to put him up big. Kick is away. Angles nearly perfect. 51 to 34 is your score here. Minnesota chipping away at this clock and adding to their lead. You love to see it. Just whether, no matter what it is. Run to Aaron Jones. Big fumble. And it's picked up. Actually, it is picked up by Brian Asamoah. So the second guy to get a big hit on Aaron Jones. Finally gets him to cough the ball up, and he gets his own fumble. It looks like Trayvon Diggs kind of dove for it, and he was not down. Yeah, Trayvon Diggs dove for it and knocked it up into the hands of Brian Asamoah, the rookie. And ladies and gentlemen, Alex Anthony Andrew Gordon, whatever you want to call him, is in. He will start off his game getting a run to Cordero Patterson. He's been called on multiple times here this year, having success out here when he's been called upon. So we'll see what he does here today or tonight as Cordero Patterson up the middle. And Rodgers trying to get the fans hyped up like they're actually going to win this thing. They're going to trot out Greg Joseph for another field goal here. Minnesota could take it down to the 2-minute warning and go for it if they do so please. It's 4th and 1. And the snap just before the 2-minute warning. Kick is away. It is good. So the lead back up to 20, 54 to 34. 1:59 left to go for Aaron Rodgers, and the boos will rain down from all over Title Town. Oh boy. There's Greg Joseph's kick in the sky, and everything that Randy Replay said about the script is in. Minnesota will lose this game. Obviously, that is hearsay. I'm trying to light the fire under the asses of the Minnesota Vikings, and it seems to be working. Defense, but come on, guys. Rodgers throws, caught, touchdown. My heavens. You can't just get a big win here in the NFL if you're the Minnesota Vikings. Randall Cobb. Gotta love it. Just to make it 54 to 41. Kick is away. It's good. You just can't get a big win if you're the Minnesota Vikings. It's a fix. The Minnesota Vikings not able to get much going. 3rd and 9 now. From the gun. Throws middle. Caught by the Hawk. TJ Hawkinson for the first down. And that will be your dagger. Boos will rain down. The Packers will fall. And we just made some cheese curds out of these Green Bay cheddar heads. Never doubt Andrew Anthony Gordon and TJ the Hawk Hawkinson. Minnesota could just sit on this thing. And the countdown is on. Minnesota not winning by a margin that they once were up 3 scores at one point. The Packers came back, made it look a little bit better on paper. But for all intents and purposes, Minnesota will climb to 9-7 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 victory. Two things we Vikings fans love to see: a Minnesota Vikings win and Aaron Rodgers getting frustrated. As you see, as he walks off the field into the tunnel, he claps his hands in frustration. What will Aaron Rodgers do after this season? It's not like he's having a bad game. He's got 480 and 3 touchdowns. He's just not having a good season here in the NFL this year. So let's get into these stats. We'll get you back to the main screen and we'll preview next week's season finale against the Detroit Lions. Minnesota Vikings, Kirk Cousins ends the game with a near perfect 143.8 QB rating. He was 30 of 41. That is 73% completion percentage for those of you that did not know how to. Let's rewind. 30 for 41. That is 73% completion percentage for those of you that did not know how to do math or simply didn't look over here. 405 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. Let me say that again. Kirk, Cousins, 0 interceptions. You love to see it for Kirk, Rutherford, Andrew, Anthony, Costco, Cousins, flashes, whatever. It's a good game. It's a definitely confidence builder going into the playoffs. This is what you need your quarterback to be here. 405-5, not bad at all. For Alex, Andrew Anthony Gordon coming in lieu of the route of the Packers at the time. 2 for 2, 21 yards. 100% completion percentage for those of you that didn't know how to do math. We do it for you here on the SSN. Rushing, Dalvin Cook with a full day's worth of work. 41 carries, 139, and a touchdown. Cordero Patterson came in there in the fourth quarter. 7 carries, 20 yards. Andrew Alex Gordon, 1 carry. -1 on the, the kneel down. CJ Ham, 1 carry, no yards. JJ, 1 for 25 on the pesky end around. My heavens. Receiving, Adam Thielen will rule the day. 11 catches, 124, 2 touchdowns. JJ, 10 for 192 and 2 touchdowns. So you love to see the Wombo combo. Now, we teased it last week. Kevin O'Connell on the podcast saying this team will look very, very different. What will this wide receiving core look like? Adam Thielen's going to be 33 years old next year. We do have him under contract for 2 more years. So what's going to happen here? We will find out. It's going to be a very, very interesting offseason with that tease by Kevin O'Connell on the podcast 2 weeks ago. Tyler Johnson coming in for the injured KJ Osborne. 4 catches, 43 yards. TJ the Hawk Hawkinson, 4 catches, 56 yards. Dalvin Cook, 2 for 7 and a touch. And CJ Ham, 1 for 4 on the broken play. Oh my heavens. Nobody. And I mean nobody cares about blocking. Gonna go to defense. Look at total tackles, and the Minnesota Vikings, for all intents and purposes, have a double-double. For those of you that don't know, Randy Replay in the SSN portray a double-double is when two guys have double-digit tackles here on the defense, and that is what has happened here today. Jordan Hicks with 12, Brian Asamoah playing for the injured Eric Hendricks, who was lost for the season early. And he's got 11 here. Oh my heavens. Javon Hollard with 9, Lewis Seen and Carlton Davis with 8, Trayvon Diggs and Jalen Johnson with 7, DJ Wanham and Daniil Hunter with 3, the Basham brothers as they're commonly referred to here. And then Dalvin Tomlinson with 2. Tackles for loss, Minnesota Vikings had 4, one by James Lynch, DJ Wanham, Brian Asamoah, and Daniil Hunter. 1 sack in the second half going by way of Daniil Hunter, or Daniil Hunter, however you want to say it. 2 picks in this game by Trayvon Diggs, his 25th, I do believe, 26th rather, on the season. And Jalen Johnson, 1 pick as well. Pass deflections, 0. Excuse me, kind of a rarity here in Vikings country. Forced fumbles, we had 2, one by Lewis Seen and Brian Asamoah, recovered by Lewis Seen and Brian Asamoah. Sorry. Randy Replay got a Mountain Dew prior to this game, and whatever they put down here in the pop fountains here in Wisconsin, it is very, very acidic. Randy Replay's been burping all broadcasts. It's very disgusting, but thank you for putting up for it with it. So Lewis Seen causing a fumble, recovering his own, and Brian Asamoah there in the fourth quarter, coughing one up and getting his own as well. No block kicks, no safeties, no defensive touchdowns for Minnesota Vikings in this one. Greg Joseph, 4 for 4, longest of 53. 6 for 6 on extra points. His bad kicking days are behind him. And Ryan Wright, 2 punts, 89 yards, netting 92, one of them going inside the 20. So the Minnesota Vikings get a much-needed win, albeit against the second worst team in the NFL. You should get a win against that team. They were up 21 going into the third quarter. About midway through, actually, but they cough up a little bit, bringing in Anthony Gordon and just going to the run. The defense of the Packers does their job. They make it interesting coming down the stretch, but Minnesota Vikings will win by 2 scores to the tune of 54-41, and climb to 9-7 on the season. We get the worst team in the NFL, the Chicago Bears, next week. I do believe, unless the Jacksonville Jaguars have taken that spot. We'll take a peek at it, but for now it is the Chicago Bears, the worst team in the NFL as of now next week. Sorry, I'm dropping things off the desk here. The preceding presentation was a presentation of the NFL on the SSN. Any rebroadcast, redistribution, or reusage of said broadcast is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of the NFL, the SSN, or any of its subsidiaries. This has been Randy Replay. We're going to get you back to the main screen, preview next week, and preview the NFL playoffs as best as we can, and figure out what the heck is going to happen. We will see you in just a minute. And hello and welcome back. Not to the main screen just yet. We're here at the playoff bracket, and we're going to show you just what the heck happened here. So, obvious situation. It is the Dallas Cowboys locking up the number 1 seed. No team can catch them pending any weirdness. The Minnesota Vikings climb from the number 4 seed to the number 2 seed. The Falcons will climb from the number 7. I do believe that. They were the 7th or the 6th. They'll climb to the 4th. Minnesota was the 4th. The Giants were number 5. They got bounced. The Bucks will climb to number 5. And the Panthers will sneak in. So 3 teams from that Falcons division are here represented in the playoffs. The Rams will fall to number 3. And then the Washington football team, the Commanders, or Commanders, however you want to say it, FedEx Field faithful, will sneak into the 6th seed. So there you have it. Pretty much the same over on the other side. The Texans will climb to the 5th. The Titans will climb to the 4th. Dolphins will climb to the 6th. The Jets will sneak into the 7th. And then the Bills remain at the 3. So it's very, very determined and anybody's game in the NFC. But you get the same teams just moving around here in the AFC. So my heavens. Much more straightforward in the AFC, but the NFC is such a weird spot. We're going to take a look at it here momentarily. But oh my goodness. There you go. Weekly awards, we have a few to give out here. And Minnesota Vikings getting the NFC Offensive Player of the Week. It is Kirk Cousins for his 405 5-touchdown, no-pick performance. He was sacked only once, which is a season low. And I do believe the first time this season, that is a game where Kirk Cousins does not have a pick thrown. Can we get some Covenant claps for Kirk Rutherford, Costco Flashes Cousins? On the other side, the AFC Offensive Player of the Week, it goes to DK Metcalf, who's kind of putting together a crazy season. He must be just running streaks all game. 15 catches, 602, and 7 touchdowns. That's got to be a feed job if you ask Randy Replay. But it is what it is. Mika Fitzpatrick will be the AFC Defensive Player of the Week. His 9-tackle, 4-pick performance. And then on the other side, you see Aaron Donald. Or Donald will be 6 tackles, 2 sacks. In the Rams game they're in the playoffs. Gotta love that for Aaron Donald. I do believe that's going to do it. We do have NFC standings, AFC. My heavens, excuse me. AFC and NFC standings to look at, and the number 1 seed in the AFC comes down to week. Oh my heavens, what did they put in the pop here in Wisconsin? The AFC number 1 seed comes down to week 18. Win, and you get it. The Ravens, 13-3. The Chiefs, 13-3. Oh my heavens. Chiefs are on an 8-game winning streak. That is among the top in the NFL. And the Minnesota Vikings opponents, the Chicago Bears, on a 10-game losing streak, the worst in the NFL. They are the worst team. They do hold the number 1 pick, whether it's tanking or not. We face the Bears here, week 18 of the regular season. And the conclusion of the 2022-2023 season for the Minnesota Vikings. Be sure to stay tuned for that one. And then a post-game will be Randy Replay's year in review. I'm going to give a letter grade on the Vikings for each position. I'm going to do the breakdown of all 22, every single game. I'm going to give my thoughts. Go over the stats, go over the standings, go over everything Minnesota Vikings football as it pertains to the regular season before we gear up for the NFL playoffs just 1 week from now. For Randy Replay, I will see you in the next one.